Hello, good afternoon, and namaste, everybody. Today we are going to discuss about the direct method, which is given in the syllabus of B.Ed third year, ELT, English Language Teaching Methods and Practices, English Education 432. Okay, previously we have discussed about grammar translation method, and in this sitting we are going to talk about the direct method. And the direct method is another method of English language teaching which was developed in the late 19th century because the previous method, it means the grammar translation method, was not supporting the students to develop their speaking ability. That's why, to overcome the problems created by the grammar translation method, this very method, the direct method, was developed in the late 19th century. So, the grammar translation method focused mostly on reading and writing, which we have already talked in the previous video. That's why this method, okay, the direct method focuses on the speaking and listening skill also. Let's say the listening and speaking skills, which are the primary skills of language. So, language learning means not only the learning of reading and writing. Language learning refers to the learning of all four skills, and this direct method especially give focus on the listening and speaking skills of the students, or let's say the to develop the listening and speaking skills on the part of the students, uh, along with reading and writing. But grammar translation method, which was mostly focused on reading and writing. And in grammar translation method, while teaching the language, teachers uh, used the students' native language also, and they used to translate the text into the native language of the speak but student also. So the direct method was developed to solve this problem, which was created by the grammar translation method, and this method uh, was developed to solve that very problem by teaching students directly in the target language. It means how the children learn their first language. Okay, in the same way, students will learn the second language. Okay, that is the assumption of this method. And it says that students must be engaged in the same language, okay, which language we are teaching to the students. So this method means direct method uh, says that instead of using translation, teachers used objects, pictures, and actions to teach vocabulary. Okay, rather than translating the word into the mother tongue of the students, we have to use the objects, we have to use the pictures, and sometimes we can use the action also to teach the vocabulary to our students according to this direct method. It means if we teach the vocabulary by using the grammar translation method, and suppose there is a vocabulary like stone in English, and if we teach the meaning of stone to our students using the grammar translation method, what we say is stone. Stone means dunga. Okay, we translate it into the native language of the students. But in this method, okay, if you follow this method, direct method to teach the vocabulary, you do not translate it into the mother tongue, or let's say the native language of the students. But what you do is, okay, you will pick up one stone, okay, which may be inside the classroom, or you may bring one stone from outside the classroom, and you can show the object itself to the students. Okay, you say that this is a stone rather than translating it into the uh, native language of the speaker, or let's say the students. And if sometimes if there is no possibility of getting the real object, then you can show the picture also. Okay, in this way you can teach vocabulary. Suppose You have to teach walking. Okay, the very word is walking or walk. Then you don't say walk means hindu. Okay, unlike that grammar translation method, what you do is you show the action. Okay, you walk, okay, from one one corner to another corner of the classroom. Then you say that, okay, this is walking. So this is the way of teaching vocabulary with the help of direct method. And while teaching the grammar, uh, uh, grammar is taught not showing the rules, but with the help of the examples. It means grammar is taught inductively, not deductively, okay, by using the direct method. And the main goal of the direct method is to help students speak and understand the language naturally, okay, like the first language. And it mainly focuses on speaking and listening and encouraging the students to think and communicate directly in the new language without using their native language. It means native language is totally banned. Okay, use of native language is not allowed if you follow the direct method to teach the language, okay, another second language or target language. Suppose here is english language. That's why if you are teaching english language to your students, you do not allow your students, okay, to use their mother tongue or native language. So Norland and Pruitt said 2006 highlight that this mode method facilitates immediate comprehension and language use, promoting conversational proficiency. And similarly, Richards and Rogers 2014 also note that the direct method fosters a more engaging and natural learning environment, which is particularly effective in enhancing students' fluency in speaking and listening. Okay, these are the some literature which I have uh, collected and shared to you to talk about the concept of direct method. Now, this is the brief concept of direct method. So let's go to the next subtopic, that is teaching strategies. Okay, what different strategies we as a teacher have to follow in the classroom while teaching the language by using the direct method then. So teaching strategies in the direct method focus on creating an immersive language learning environment where students are encouraged to use the target language exclusively, means too much. Okay, the key strategies include the first strategy can be, okay, the use of the target language only. Okay, this is clear, I think, to you. In this method, you have to use only the target language. Suppose English is our target language, that's why you have to teach the English using the English itself. Okay, no use of the mother tongue, no use of the native language of the s- students, unlike in the grammar translation method. And next strategy can be oral communication is the primary focus. Okay, this means lessons are centered around listening and speaking activities, and teachers ask questions and students are expected to respond in complete sentence. Okay, the teacher asks different questions to the students and students have to respond in complete sentences, full sentences. And this constant practice, regular practice of speaking and listening or listening and speaking helps students improve their oral skills quickly, which is the one aim of teaching language. So next strategy is inductive teaching of grammar. I already told you inductive teaching of grammar means with the help of examples rather than giving the rules at first. We have to teach grammar by giving the examples rather than explaining the rules. For examples, rather than explaining the rules of verb conjunction, the teacher would provide multiple examples of verbs in different tense and allowing that allows students to infer the rules naturally. It means first of all you provide the bundle of examples, lots of examples, and based on those examples you can encourage your students to discover the rule themselves. Okay, rather than posing the rules to the students, first of all engage them in the different activities and encourage them to infer the rules by themselves. That type of teaching grammar is called inductive way of teaching grammar. So this method focuses on inductive teaching of grammar. And next strategy uh, can be use of visual aids and real objects. Okay, I already told you, to teach the vocabularies you can use the picture, you can use the object or gesture. Sometimes even the gesture can also be very effective way for teaching the meaning, giving the meaning of new words. And sometimes you can use the action also, which helps students associate words and phrase directly with their meanings in the target language rather than relying on translations, means depending on translation. And next strategy is repetition and drills, which is very important in this method. Repetition and practice are essential in the direct method. Teachers often use drills where students repeat sentences or phrases, allowing them to internalize the language patterns. So teacher says one thing, then students have to follow the teacher, or sometimes teachers use the student to say something or to read something, and other students have to follow that particular students. Okay, this type of activity, or let's say strategy, is called repetition and drills, and there are different types of drills which we have to talk later. And next one is question and answer exercise. Teacher frequently asks questions and students must respond in full sentences, which uh, helps or it ensures that students are actively using the language and helps build their confidence in speaking. It means we have to make them speak something. For this, you as a teacher have to ask the different question to your students and they have to answer you in the full sentence, which helps to develop their confidence in speaking ability. And next one is situational teaching. Okay, it means teachers create a real life situations in the classroom. Okay, you as a teacher have to create that type of situation, real life situation in the classroom where students must use the target language to communicate. Like a teacher might simulate a shopping experience where students practice asking for prices and purchasing items in the target language. Okay, one can be the shopkeeper, another is a customer, and they have to what practice it. And next strategy is correction of errors. Okay, errors are corrected immediately and gently, and often through modeling the correct responses. The emphasis is on encouraging student to self-correct. Okay, we have to focus on the self-correction rather than the teacher correction by providing the correct language forms as examples. Okay, these are the some strategies which you as a teacher can use while teaching target language, especially in our case English language, to the students, uh, if you are following the direct method. So these strategies align with the direct method's goals of fostering natural language acquisition, emphasizing fluency and minimizing reliance on students' native language. Okay, these are the strategies. Now let's go to the next subtopic, that is application and examples. Okay, how can we use it? Okay, it has been 7 years because previously it was up to 6, but it is one number. Okay, try to understand as one number. First of all, what happens here is the teacher shows a picture of a beach in Florida. Okay, this application and examples I have copied here from the book of Norland and Pruitt said 2006. Okay, in that book also you will get this example. The teacher shows a picture of a beach in Florida. Okay, where tourist posters work well for this. And after showing a picture of a beach in Florida, what you can do is the teacher describes the picture like this. There is a beautiful beach in Miami. It is near the ocean. There are some people on the beach. They are wearing bathing suits. The woman is wearing a hat. The man is swimming. The children are building a sand castle. Okay, त्यो बालुवाको महल. There is a man selling ice cream. Okay, the children want to buy some ice cream. Their father will buy them some ice cream. The teacher, in this way, the teacher describes the picture. So the teacher may also use relia and other material to help students understand the vocabulary. Then in 3 number, okay, not 9 number. 7 is 1. Okay, try to understand in that way. And in 3 number, what you do is students are asked question. Okay, first now you have already described the picture. Now you ask some question to your students. Where is the beach? What are the people wearing? Okay, and your students have to answer the answer in full sentence. What is the woman wearing? What is the man doing? What are the children doing? What is the man selling? Okay, what do the children want? Who will buy them ice cream? In this way, you can ask the questions to the students based on that description of the picture. Then next, what they do, student give the answer and the teacher corrects pronunciation. Okay, if their pronunciation is incorrect, then immediately the teacher corrects that, but it is not overly concerned about grammatical correctness. Okay, no need to concerned about the grammatical correctness, because it this method mainly focuses on the speaking of the student. So if there is any pronunciation error, that should be corrected on the spot. So the main goal is that students are communicative. Okay, they should be communicative. Grammatical error is not very much counted in this method. And after that, students are then given a short reading about tourist attractions in Miami. Then again, students are asked questions about the reading. Okay, by following this application or example, you can apply this method in the classroom. I have shown you another example also. And the scenario is you are teaching basic greetings and introduction, suppose, to your students. And what you do first is vocabulary introduction. Okay, you introduce some vocabulary to teach greetings and introductions. And what you do here is the teacher introduces words like hello, good morning, how are you, I am fine, my name is, etc. Okay, using gestures and by role playing conversations. Then in second number, okay, second task, second activity, what you do while teaching basic greetings and introduction by following this method is the teacher asks, what do you say when you meet someone? Okay, this type of question and answer game you play, and prompts the students to reply, okay, like hello or good morning. Then the teacher asks, how do you introduce yourself? And the student practice saying, okay, my name is, okay, in the bracket their name, student's name. They may respond in that way. And it should be repeated again and time. Repetition practice is necessary. The class repeats the phrase several times, with the teacher encouraging them to say it naturally. Hello, my name is John. Hello, my name is Ram. Hello, my name is Sita. Hello, my name is Bikram. Hello, my name is, okay, Ramila or Ramita or some Gita, like this. And grammar through example. It means we have to teach grammar through example. The teacher models a conversation like, I am John. What is your name? Okay, he doesn't say we have to say like this to give our introduction and ask the name of other people. The teacher does not explicitly tell the rule to the student, but teacher gives the examples, many examples, like, I'm John, what's your name, and encourage the students to ask each other using the same structure, like, I'm Sarah, what is your name? Now another student, I'm Vishal, what is your name? I'm Bipana, what is your name? Okay, in this way they have to practice it, because you are teaching basic greetings and introductions. And role play, okay, this should be played by your students, okay, one by one. Students pair up, okay, they have to pair up and practice introducing themselves to each others as if they are meeting for the first time. They have to pretend that they are meeting for the first time, and they have to say, hello, I'm Vishal, what's your name? Hello, I'm this, what's your name? Okay, in this way they have to play the role as if they are meeting the first time. And they might shake the hands also, okay, and exchange greetings in English, practicing what they learned. So error correction. If a student says I is zone, you have to correct them immediately. The teacher immediately models the correct form, like I am zone, not I is zone. I am zone, and ask the students to repeat it correctly. Okay, this is another example for teaching any like this item, basic greetings and introductions with the help of this direct method. So this approach helps students quickly grasp the basics of greetings and introductions, building their confidence in using the language in real life situations. And the focus on speaking and listening, along with the use of visual aids and role playing, makes the learning process engaging and effective. Now, what are the advantages of this direct method and what are the disadvantages of the direct method? Let's talk in brief. First of all, advantages. Okay, I have mentioned five advantages and other five disadvantages. Like promotes fluency in speaking and listening. Okay, this direct method, if you teach the language with the help of direct method, it helps to promote listening and speaking ability of your students. Next one is it enhances quick thinking in the target language. If we teach the target language or English language by the help of direct method, it helps to enhance quick thinking in that target language. It means they think in the same language rather than thinking in the native language and translating it into the target language. Next one is it encourages active participation and engagement of the students. It develops strong oral communication skills. It provides immediate feedback and correction. These are the some what advantages of the direct method. And it has some disadvantages also, like limited focus and reading and writing skills. Okay, this mainly gives importance to the listening and speaking. That's why it has limited focus on reading and writing skills. And next disadvantage is it may be challenging for beginners with no prior exposure to the target language. Those students who do not have the good exposure of that target language, uh, and if you teach only using that target language for this type of students or that type of students, this method is challenging. And next disadvantage is it requires highly skilled teachers fluent in the target language. Yes, even for the teacher also, if you do not, if the teacher do not have the command or fluency in the target language, and it is very challenging even to the teacher also. Means teacher must be fluent speaker of the target language. You must be fluent speaker of the English language, because you are not allowed to use the native language in your class if you are following this method. This is another disadvantage. You must be fluent speaker of the target language. Means our concern is here English language. That's why you must have the good speaking ability of the English language, and may not address complex grammatical concepts explicitly. This method may not complex what address the complex grammatical concepts uh, in an explicit way. And next disadvantage is it can be less effective in large, diverse classroom with varying proficiency levels. Okay, if our classroom is very large and if there are diverse students, okay, belonging to different backgrounds, this type of method is not very much effective, or let's say this type of method is less effective. Okay, this is all about the direct method. Thank you everyone for watching it.